The Lions defeated the Raiders 26-14 on Monday Night Football. Jimmy Garoppolo was 10-21, 126 yards, 0 touchdowns, and a pick. It's interesting because usually teams can throw on the Lions, but they can't run on the Lions, and the Raiders did the exact opposite here. So Jimmy Garoppolo is not someone you want to hold whatsoever, just really someone you want to play with the matchups and desperation situations. But even then, I think there are better options available as far as matchup quarterbacks. I'd rather play Baker Mayfield right now. I'd rather play Geno Smith. But Jimmy Garoppolo, he's going to be in that mix, though, throughout the whole year as to, like, whether to stream him with the matchups or not to stream him with the matchups. So not someone you want to hold. Josh Jacobs, good to see the efficiency pick up here. 15-61 and a rushing touchdown. Good stuff there. Jimmy Garoppolo had 2 carries for 12 yards, and Ameer Abdullah had a carry for 7. So we are still playing Josh Jacobs every week. He was the leading receiver in this one, but that's not really saying much with how the Raiders threw the ball today. He had 2 catches for 27 yards on 4 targets. Jakobi Meyers, really disappointing stuff here, but disappointing stuff all around for the Raiders pass catchers. 1 catch, 19 yards for him. Michael Mayer had a catch for 19. Austin Hooper had 2 catches for 19. Hunter Renfrow getting involved. 2 catches for 19. Ameer Abdullah had a catch for 12. And Davante Adams, super disappointing stuff here, just the catch for 11. He is a hold. I don't think you want to sell him right now because you're going to sell him at his lowest point. Hopefully for his sake, there's a trade coming around the corner because this season has just been, like, he's had some crazy spike weeks, but it's just been disappointing for the most part as far as Davante Adams. So don't trade him. Don't cut him. I think he's just a hold for right now. For the Lions, Jared Goff was 26-37, 272 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. He's in that low-end QB1 sort of area. Trevor Lawrence, maybe like a spot just below Trevor Lawrence, but definitely someone you want to think about playing every week, but not necessarily a priority in that regard. Jahmyr Gibbs was the story here. He had an absolute monster day. 26 carries, 152 yards, and a rushing touchdown. He also had 5 catches for 37 yards. It's going to be fascinating to see how this team uses him and David Montgomery, especially after a game like this where Gibbs just goes off. I still think they're going to primarily use David Montgomery because they have been doing that the whole year, and Jahmyr Gibbs can get more of a receiving role. But at the same time, this is such a monster game. I think Jahmyr Gibbs at this point with David Montgomery coming back is a sell high. I don't think he's someone you necessarily have to get rid of by any means necessary, but I do think this is going to be the peak of what he does. He's really only going to have this sort of value if David Montgomery is out. Craig Reynolds, 14 carries, 74 yards. He also had a monster average. The Lions just did whatever they wanted to do in the running game in this one. Goff had 2 carries for -2 yards, and Khalif Raymond had a carry for -2. Amon-Ra St. Brown, play him every single week. Don't even think about it. 6 catches, 108 yards, 9 targets. Great stuff there. Sam LaPorta, another guy. You probably are going to start him every single week. The only time you wouldn't is like if you have Travis Kelce, Mark Andrews, but other than that, Sam LaPorta, lock him in, start him every week. 8 catches, 57 yards, and a touchdown. He also led the team in targets in this one. Just amazing stuff from Sam LaPorta this year. Just a huge, pleasant surprise so far. Khalif Raymond had 2 catches for 24 yards on 4 targets. Jameson Williams, 2 catches for 16 yards on 3 targets. He just doesn't look very good on the field right now. I think he's a safe drop at this point. He's going to have like some crazy spike weeks because he has such crazy speed, but he's just not a refined receiver at this point. So if he does have a spike week here soon and you have him and you just don't feel like dropping him, he is an absolute huge sell high once he does have a big game, if he does have a big game. Josh Reynolds had a catch for 13 yards. Craig Reynolds also had a catch for 12. And Brock Wright, the tight end, had a catch for 5. That's going to do it for me, everybody. Please like, comment, subscribe, follow at We Are Drafting on Instagram. The Week 9 ads are up. The Week 9 drops are up. The buy low and sell high lists will be out later today. The quarterback lists will be out later tonight. I will see you over there, and thank you again for watching.